Hello, welcome to another episode of Wealthy Minds Decoded. It was really funny because you started the recording and then said start, and then you still screwed up. Right, my name is Minesh Bindi.
Oh no, Mandy, sure.
There we go. So today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people get wrong.
Sorry, we haven't introduced Pete.
Pete, our guest director.
Sorry, you haven't.
I haven't introduced Pete. I'm getting him
that
back.
cup again, eh?
He's just an idiotic cup. Pete, say hello.
Hello.
So, today...
He was very limp there. Sorry about that.
Today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people get wrong, but the wealthy get it absolutely perfectly right, and the way it's been taught is wrong as well. So what are we talking about?
Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to talk about peer groups.
Fantastic. So this is something that I think I wrote about it a couple of days ago. A couple of days ago. And it's something that everyone teaches wrong as well. It's having the right peer group around you. You need the right peer group. We talked about attracting a mindset a couple episodes, a mastermind a couple episodes ago. And your peer group on a day-to-day basis is so important. What a lot of people get told is keep around you the people who know, respect you for who you are. Right? We all get told this and taught this. But it's just wrong if you want to be successful, if you want to keep striving to be in the 1%. What you really need around you are people who know and respect you for who you are, but also know and respect who you're going to become in 20 years' time. Because then, as soon as you get off track, they can guide you back on. So the way peer groups and building a peer group is taught is totally wrong, I think. What do you think?
I completely agree. Peer group is people go, you know, you've got to build your dream team, and they go and get this group of people around them that are basically all at the same level, all stuck in life, and they then think they've got a dream team around them, right? You want people who push you. You want people who turn around to you and go, no, that's wrong, right? Maybe not as violently as we do, but it's a case of, it depends how strong your mindset is. Because to me, it's a case of, if he turns around, you know, he said to me beforehand, I'll be going, oh, well, what do you think about this slogan I've come up with here? Yeah. You know, I won't say what he says, but basically he trashes it or something like that. And it's a case of, well, that's good. You don't want people to go, yeah, that's really good.
You don't want a bunch of yes men around you.
Well done. I'm not interested in somebody saying well done or anything like that. I'm not interested in that at all. That has no benefit for me at all. What I'm interested in is feedback that's accurate, feedback that actually produces results. No, it's doing nothing for, you know, because he'll turn around to me and he'll say, no, it's doing nothing for me. I was with Pete yesterday and we're discussing a show we got coming up in a few weeks' time, where I'm speaking at this business startup. I'm speaking on business startup, and I said to Pete, I think I should talk about this, and I was listing all of the business attributes I should talk about and that sort of thing. He said, no, that's rubbish. That's not your. He says, yeah, they're all good. You can talk about those sort of things, but that isn't the stuff that really will melt people's minds. The stuff that you can do that nobody else there can do. He says, and we chatted about it a couple of hours and came up with some really good stuff. You know, but it was a case of, because my peer group around me don't look at everything I say and go, oh yes,
wow,
Andy,
you're doing so well.
That's fantastic. You know, people, if you're seeking that sort of peer group out, you're going to fail. You know, it's
a recipe for failure. And if you don't fail, what you'll do is limit your growth, because you'll get to a certain point and they'll want to keep you at that certain level.
Yeah. Do you think Richard Branson has people around him who go, yes, Richard, and yeah, he does, but he doesn't pay much attention to them. The ones he pays attention to are the ones who push him, the ones who get him to go to the next level, the ones who question, you know, why do you think that'll work then? You know, well, have you considered this? Well, no, I haven't. You know, we want the people you want around you are people who push you, people who will push you and make you see that you can be more, always dragging you forward. It's a case of, well, is that good enough? Well, you know, why do you think that'll work? They're not poo-pooing your ideas. They're encouraging them. They're drawing them out of you, and you know,
and they're guiding you back on if
you've come off track.
Because, and the only way they can do that, right, is by having an idea of the vision that you have of yourself.
Want to go,
right? And if they can't even comprehend and begin to contemplate,
you can become this person,
then why would
how can they help you?
It's just ridiculous.
Because, you know, it's like, I work with Minesh, he works with me and that sort of thing, and it's a case of, he sees where I'm going, I see where he's going. So it's a case of, right, well, he's coming from here to he's going from here to there, and he's gone over here. And so I go, what are you doing that for?
Yeah.
Get back over here and keep going that way.
Now, that could have been a 2-year journey in that direction, and suddenly, by having the right peer group...
he realised that he's gone the wrong way and he has to come back to where he is today.
Yeah.
It's just 2 years of his life wasted. But because, got the right peer group around him, he went off track, you pick him up, no, you're going the wrong way, put back on track. The problem is if you've got a load of yes people around you, where it's also, we're supporting each other and we're positive thinking, it's worthless to you. It's actually destructive to your life. You've got to have people that are there, critical thinkers. You want people who are going to look at it and go, well, is that going to get somewhere? Is that going to get you to the next level?
And is that going to get you to the vision you have for yourself?
Yeah.
Right? That is the most important. It's so vital. And we don't, by the way, we don't mean, when we say peer group, the term peer group for us means the people that we listen to. Right? It doesn't mean that you're going to trash friends,
no.
For example, if they appreciate and respect you. If you need that sort of thing, then of course keep those people around you.
I have a stack of friends, believe it or not. Right? I have a stack of friends.
I'm glad you said that before I hated
Are we stepping into the bizarre now? I think you're taking it too far.
What, people can't believe that I could have friends. Yeah,
No.
good point. Right, but these people, it's like, well, they're friends. I don't seek counsel from them to do with business because they can't, they struggle.
They can't contemplate.
Yeah, they can't comprehend where I'm going to take it to go. So I don't expect them to. Doesn't mean to say I'm not great friends with them and that sort of thing. It's just when I'm looking for somebody to help me get where I'm intending to go, I want people that can actually help me do that. Not people who can just say, yeah, that's really good and that sort of thing, and then not really know what's going on. I want feedback. I want feedback from people who are clever, right? Who know about this stuff, who can look at it and go, that ain't going to work. Or
so can I just clarify for a moment, because from my perspective I'm hearing many things here. You're looking for people that want to be critical as far as the benefit of the team is concerned, the end goal, people that criticise your opinion for the benefit, not people that are just critical for the sake of it.
no, it's subjective. It's a case of it's subjective opinion. And don't get me wrong, it was like yesterday. We had a discussion, and you were going, well, you've got to say this, and I was like, no, it's wrong. And in the end, I had to go, no, you're right on all that, but you're wrong on that bit. It's a case of
you still got to have your own brain. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Actually explain the situation, because the only point in that argument which I gave up, where was the point I realised that my scenario would have involved starting fires.
Yeah, exactly. Pete came up with a suggestion that involved provoking a reaction, and I said, "There's no need to provoke the reaction." That was it. It was just a case of, again, you don't need to provoke this reaction. Why do it?
Yeah,
and that was it.
And again, that is the power of having a peer group around you, but you want a peer group around you that can contemplate you manifesting the vision that you have for yourself. Those are the only people that you really need to listen to. This is if you want to become successful. If you don't want to become successful,
listen to anyone.
Go and listen to anyone. As a stat that we both like is 99.86% of people will fail to have a net worth of $1 million. Think about that for a second. 99.86% of people will fail to have a net worth of $1 million.
When they die.
It's as simple as that. So who cares about 99.86% of people's opinions?
It's not that you don't care, it's just of no value to you. I look at value. It's all about value to me. It's like, well, what is that? Their opinion going to be of value? No, it's just an opinion, right? Is it counsel? We're going to come on to that in a second.
So, I think that covers it well. Ask yourself, who around you, and it's as easy as this, can you see me becoming what I want to become? Lay out the vision and say to your friend, whoever you're looking at as part of your peer group, can you see this happening? And just get their opinion on it. And they're going to give you their opinion on it. And if they say, oh, come on, that's just bullshit, how is that going to happen? Right? Suddenly, you know that person is not part of your peer group. If you want to become successful,
you should be able to do this without asking questions. You should already know the people inside out. But the thing is, it's a case of maybe you've underestimated them. Maybe they're secretly think that they're this person as well. Maybe you've got a couple of the right people around you. Maybe you have got people who can help you. You know, I was fortunate enough to have a few people around me right at the early stage, but I outgrew them. I still know them, but I outgrew their business ability. You know, one of the proudest days of my life was when my business mentor turned around to me and said, "Andy, you've outgrown all my abilities. Like, you don't need me anymore." It's like, no, I need you now, because it's a case of I just want to bounce things off of you, sort of thing. And that's what you can do. So you can find people. There may be a few people that can help you just move a bit further forward, and they will find the next. Then you will find the next people, as we're about to come on to.
Yeah. So part 2, Mr. Director.
Okay, guys. Well, you've dipped your toes in the water there already, but just to reiterate where we are, we're going to be talking about finding people to give you counsel and how to how to attract the right people to give you the correct advice.
So once you have an intention for creating the right peer group, suddenly you'll start attracting people to you who are in a position to give you counsel, not opinion, counsel on the problems or the situations that you're facing. And that's when it gets really, really powerful, because suddenly you haven't got somebody talking out of their backside about a situation. You've got somebody who's created the situation, knows how to get there, fastest way to get there, and is giving you the right counsel to do it.
There's, you know, I'm very, very keen on this. I have a very, very simple. I was taught this by one of my employees actually a long time ago. Somebody who was previously very, very wealthy, married into wealth, and he got divorced from the woman. And his father-in-law taught him this, and he said, when you are looking to take advice, right, when you're looking to take advice from a person, and it's let's say it's regarding money, you have to look at what they've got. Well, what car are they driving? What house do they live in? Is that car paid for, or is it likely to be on finance? You've got to you want advice from somebody who can pay cash for cars. You want advice on that side of things. You want to know that the person you're going to is somebody that can give counsel, not opinion. You've got to be careful about who you go to, and this is the difference. It's a case of anybody can talk about making money. I mean, the internet's full of people who can make money, but actually make real money, actually reel it in. You know, it depends what you're looking for. You know, are you looking to create real wealth, or are you looking to make a few bucks? You know, what are you looking for? So when you're looking to find somebody, to take counsel from, look at them. You know, if you're looking for relationship advice, somebody was giving Manesh relationship advice.
This is really funny, because I'm in that stage where I want to attract. I'm in the process of attracting, correct words, right? In the process of attracting my ideal partner, and somebody. Yeah, you can continue the story now. I thought I'd pre-frame it.
No, it's cool. Yeah, somebody, Manesh asked me, because obviously I've got a very strong relationship with my wife. We've been going together now for 24 years.
And the way you manifested it.
Yeah, and the way I manifested it, and all that sort of thing. So Manesh came to me for advice on how to handle this sort of thing. And so he sought out counsel from somebody who's got what he desires for his life. Yeah. Right,
it's as if we do what we say.
Yeah, right. So it's a case of he's managed to keep an entire relationship together, have a wonderful relationship with his partner. I think I'll go and take advice from that person because it's counsel. But he was getting advice from another person yesterday, which was opinion from a person who's got failed relationships.
A string of them,
right? So it's a case of, would you...
But thought they were absolutely right, had the conviction to think that they were right?
Everyone will think they're absolutely right because they're using their own words, so they must be true, right?
Just air of caution here, guys. This man has only recently been divorced, so be careful, yeah?
Yeah. And, you know, coming to that clarification and being able to see if this person can give me counsel, this person's going to give me opinion, just speeds up your path to success. And that's why the 1% and the wealthy will always stay wealthy. You know, the wealthy, the rich always go poor, right? Happens all the time. But the wealthy will never go rich.
Wealth is what you have left after all the money is gone.
Yeah.
The other part of this was when you learn to seek out the advice from the correct people, seek out the correct counsel, you will begin to attract more of the correct people. And the people who are incorrect, it's almost like an invisible barrier will come up to them because they're of no value to you. Not in a nasty way, don't get me wrong, It's just a case of they can talk and you can interact and that sort of thing, but you wouldn't take their advice.
Here's how it works. And if you ask any woman to verify what I'm going to say, when you have a certain intention, somebody can feel it. Men, we don't know what it's called, but women can pick up on this very, very easily. So when you have an intention of, I'm not going to listen to people who talk rubbish, suddenly the people that talk rubbish who are actually coming to you to give you their opinion so that they can feel significant, right? If they know you're not going to give them any significance, they just won't come to you. They can feel it. And they just...
An invisible barrier.
Yeah, an invisible barrier. They just will not come to you. Therefore, once you have this, it's just a sort of a
it's like
bulletproof...
Yeah.
You know, hater protector.
Because
something.
So what will happen is you won't waste time with people giving you opinion. Instead, what you'll be doing is you'll be doing it, so you'll be attracting. This is the law of attraction in operation. You will be creating people coming to you to help you get to the next stage.
And guess what? This is the brilliant thing, right? The people with their opinions are always coming to you, talking to you about changing your vision. If you notice this subtly, right? Whereas the people that come to you with counsel don't come to you to change your vision. They come to help you get to your vision. That is so subtle, and if you can pick up on that on people, on if they're talking about, as soon as somebody tries to talk to me and they want me to change my vision, I instantly know that they're not giving me counsel, right? Because they don't even respect the vision that I've created for myself. That's why you want the right peer group around you, and that will naturally attract the right counsel for you.
Absolutely, every time. I do not know of it ever failing.
Yep. Right. So I hope take that. That's I stopped there.
You did.
Take that away and really pay attention to your peer group and create a solid peer group around you.
What you've got to do is go and have a look at the people around you, and just this isn't nasty. This isn't like forget all the negative side of it. Just look and think, right, can this person help me? Will this person help me get where I want to go? And it's a case of, well, I don't know, because I don't really know where I want to go. Perfect.
Now, guess what? You got another task.
When you figure out that you don't actually know where you want to go, now you get
That's somewhere. The breakthrough, trust me.
Because that's like, I don't know where I want to go. Right? Because that's the bit that I can guarantee you most people. I mean, I say if I go to a seminar and I speak at a seminar, I say, well, I bet nobody can tell me where they want to go.
Let's use a real example, right? We were out in America, and I was talking to, different women and all this other stuff, and it was just going really well. And then we were sitting at a bar on one of the nights, and I said to Andy, but I still haven't got my ideal woman, right? She hasn't come, and he said, because because you're taking the piss, because you've got the skill to go and talk to them, but you're not taking the time out to identify what you exactly want. Therefore, how do you expect them to come to you? So you're talking to all of them and wondering why you haven't got the one that you want. And you're wasting time getting more and more frustrated when it's really, you just haven't decided what you want. And as soon as I did that, things just naturally started changing. It's a real example.
You've got to decide what you want about everything. A relationship, a partner, what you want for your life and all that sort of thing. It all starts, the real journey starts when you figure out what you want.
Yeah.
And you truly want. Not want as in, I doubt I'm going to get. Right? Design your life.
Yeah.
And it's a design. And, I worked very closely with Vinesh on it. And it was a case of we created the design. He created his design. And I went, well, what about this? 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 And he went, what, that much depth? And I went, yeah, carry on, go deeper, go deeper, go deeper. And we kept going deeper and deeper on his design. And then all of a sudden, these women started showing up. He said, you won't believe it. Another one's shown up. It's almost exactly what I've asked for. Right? And it was a case of, he said, I don't know what to do now. I said, well, you wait until you find the perfect one. Because now you know what you're looking for. Because
guess how? Because we designed a way for me to know that this is the perfect one.
It's just the process,
But anyway, that's, we're talking about that on relationships. So that's the clearest example that I think I can get through to you. It's the same process on business. We go through and find out every detail of the business that you want to manifest, and suddenly things will start happening. It works every single time. So, anything else to say on that?
No, on that
Okay.
one, no.
So, part 3 is we're going to talk about a case study. What are we talking about?
Okay, guys, it's back to Hangman's Corner. Who are we going to assassinate this week? Which one of your poor associates from the past are you going to leave in tatters and torn?
Well, it's Pete today, isn't it?
Pete today. I've been looking forward to this one. Right. So is that his introduction? Yeah.
That
So
was
you've
his
given,
introduction.
That's all
You've
you're
given
getting
him
from
no
me today,
more.
Nash.
Right. Okay.
Well,
Fantastic.
no, it's to do with the peer groups and that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
So
And you've got 2 calls here from your dating agency when you're finished.
thanks very much.
Pleasure.
Right. So this person that we both know has a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Right. He really does. See, people are going to go, but you say that about everyone, and it's the truth, right? We actually, the people that we analyze,
we wouldn't bother talking about someone we didn't like. No?
the people that we analyze are the people that have got their own mindset holding them back, so we can try and help them if they hopefully watch the show.
Hopefully.
I do hope that they watch the show. Most likely is, even though they're our
I'm
friends.
glad they don't.
Right? So this person decides what he wants, right? Perfect example of what we just talked about. Decides what he wants, goes to his peer group, changes what he wants. Happens over and over again, because what happens is he'll go and decide what he wants, talk to his peer group, who right now is his other partner, is his wife, okay? Then he'll change what he wants because his wife, who's got no counsel on this situation, will give him an opinion on it. Then he'll come back to us, people who have got counsel on the situation. We'll give him our counsel on it
based on what he says he wants.
Yeah, and he'll change his opinion back. Then he'll go and talk to his wife again, who will
give her opinion on it.
And he'll change his vision, come back to us. It's like a freaking yo-yo.
The problem is this is a case of I can't
it's
stop
so
saying that.
annoying.
I cannot stop saying
Oh
that.
right, it's a case of.
No, but it is.
So what is it a case of?
Not recognising an opinion versus counsel. As an example, when I decided I'd move back from Cyprus, I came back to the UK in the August, and I went and saw my dad, and I knew my dad didn't have a lot longer to live, and I looked at it and I thought, my wife had she didn't like that much living in Cyprus. And I get this all the time. She'd be like, "Oh, it's all this sort of thing," and the weather was gorgeous, and the kids loved it, and we just had a wonderful time. And when I came back and saw my dad like that, and I thought, I can always go back out to Cyprus, but there's only going to be another couple of years. My children are going to get to see their granddad. So I thought, I need to talk this through with somebody. And I'd normally talk to my wife about anything, no issue at all. But I knew that I couldn't ask her advice on this because it wouldn't be advice, it would be an opinion based on what she wanted. So I had to ration it out myself without talking to anybody about it. And after 2 weeks of sitting there thinking about the ramifications of one way, the ramifications of another way, I turned around to my wife and said, "Can we go out to our favourite restaurant in Cyprus?" And we went and sat down, and beautiful, overlooking the bay and Cyprus's Wang and all that sort of thing. It was fantastic. Anyway, we go there and have a fisherman pitta, and it's just gorgeous. I'm going to be there in a couple of weeks' time, actually. And what happened was, I said to her, "We need to move back to the UK because of Dad and that sort of thing." What were the first words out of her mouth? "Oh, I've really started to like it here now." It's like, but that's the problem. It's a case of I had to seek out advice, and sometimes it's only you that can give that advice because you're the only person who's got all of the facts. Right, so I had nobody else to go to on that particular one. I had to ration it out myself. I had to sit down there with the Winston Churchill close, draw it down on this piece of paper, all the reasons to go, all the reasons to stay, and do all of that sort of thing. Sometimes that's the best advice you can get.
Yeah, and so the lesson that you guys have got to take away from this person that we're case studying is once you choose somebody to take counsel from, take it.
Yeah.
Right? And don't let somebody else's opinion sway that vision. Simple as that. I think
that's cool.
Pretty
That's
good way
cool.
of summing it up. Anything else that you think
Have
that
we
we
covered
missed?
everything?
I think we're about there, guys, on this episode today. Yeah.
No, fantastic. So thanks very much for watching. Make sure you go to the blog post on Wealthy Minds Decoded for this show, and you give us some comments. Keep them coming. Let us know what you want us to talk about. If you've got a case study you want us to look at, you can be anonymous about it. Leave it there. We'll talk about it in a future show.
Cool.
All right. Take care. We'll speak to you soon.